Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about the 3 deals that Barcelona are currently working with. These are 3 deals that are ongoing. Joan Laporta is moving in a very staggering way, I would say, and I do believe that these next 2 windows that we are going to be approaching, right, the window that we are in right now and the window that we are going to be going into in the summer of 2022, it's going to be very similar to what we did see in the last summer, which was for Barcelona to take advantage of the expired contracts. That is what Barcelona do want to do. And the 3 players that is being talked about the most right now, it is Kessie from AC Milan, Azpilicueta from Chelsea, and Tagliafico. Now, Tagliafico's contract is not going to be expired, but that is basically the whole idea in Barcelona's game plan. And I want us to really take notice, right, on Barcelona's intention, because the fact that Barcelona do want to strengthen the left back position, the right back position, and the central defensive midfield position, we can understand one thing, and that is that Barcelona want to strengthen the areas where we and many of us do say that these are the weakest links within the squad. Because if we were to look at Jordi Alba's game, it is just not enough. Like, he is horrible under pressure and he gives the ball away so many times on the field. We look at Busquets in the central defensive midfield position. He does have some good moments, but he cannot always be relied on. He makes these mistakes, and when he makes those mistakes on the field, it is huge. It is to the point where Barcelona do either potentially concede a goal, or maybe the opposition does get close to a goal. That is how big Busquets' mistakes have been as of late. And then when it comes to the right back position, we look at Dani Alves. We know that he cannot play in all of the games. He is almost 39 years old, so he cannot be relied on as much, even though he does play well, but he cannot be relied on 99% of the time. We look at Serginho Dest. It is quite clear that Xavi just does not count on this player, and many of us are always saying, is this the only thing that Dest could bring? Because every time Dest does play on that position, he rarely does bring anything special, and we need something great on the right back position. We need something where we can say this is the next big thing, and Xavi is starting to see this. He is starting to see exactly what we and many Barcelona fans have been seeing, and this is normal, right? Like, the fact that these players cannot keep up with the intensity, right, the pressure, like Alba or Busquets, this is very normal. Like, the players that are costing us right now, it is okay to take that step down or leave the club. You look at what Xavi did 7 years ago. He left at a good moment. You look at when Iniesta left, he left at a good moment. Puyol left at a good moment. There was no reason to be so hurt with the fact that Busquets might potentially leave one day from Barcelona, or Jordi Alba taking that step down. It is completely okay. And now we're seeing that Joan Laporta and Xavi Hernandez are acting on this. So we are going to be discussing about Tagliafico, Kessie, and Azpilicueta, and we're going to be talking about Tagliafico and what is the latest on this player. And it does say here, according to Cat Radio, Barcelona is very interested in Tagliafico. Barcelona and Ajax are still talking and negotiating over Tagliafico's deal. There has been new direct contacts in the past 48 hours. Ajax are discussing internally, also depends on the replacement. Nicolas is pushing to join Barcelona since Saturday. He told the Ajax board that he does have a chance of his life, which is to join Barcelona. And then we also do have sources from Argentina also confirming that Tagliafico does want to move to Barcelona, and they have stated Tagliafico to Barcelona, it is basically closed. Barcelona and Ajax are close to an agreement, and a few more details do remain. There might potentially be a loan deal plus purchase obligation in June. Tagliafico is going to play for Barcelona, so this is basically confirming that Tagliafico, the 29-year-old Argentinian, is going to be a Barcelona player potentially in this month, maybe alongside with Alvaro Morata. And I do think that this is a great short-term replacement for someone like Jordi Alba, because while we do have Alba and Tagliafico, at the meantime we can work on Alejandro Balde and his development. The fact that Balde might potentially go to a team like Ajax, right, have that little switch between Tagliafico and Balde does have a chance to work with Ten Hag, which is something that many of us do want to see. That is where he is going to develop as a left back. He's going to be understanding how to be a fullback under the teachings of Ten Hag. He'll know when to defend, when to attack, and when he does that, he can do it with a lot of confidence. Tagliafico is someone who I think that is defensively better than Jordi Alba. He's very passionate for the game. He likes to lift the team up in those very intense moments. I do not think that he will be receiving all of the minutes, because I do believe that Alba and Tagliafico are going to be sharing minutes, and this is also going to allow more rest on a player like Jordi Alba, which is something that he does need. Now let's move on towards Kessie, the central defensive midfielder who is only 25 years old, and this is going to be the latest regarding this player. According to Cat Radio, Barcelona is very interested in signing Kessie on a free this summer. For the moment, nothing is advanced yet, but the club surely has other profiles on the table. In the next few weeks, there will be a meeting with the representative of the player whose contract does end on June 2022, which is going to be another free transfer. Now, one of the first few questions that I do want to answer answer is going to be this. Many were saying, but Kevin, does Kessie's potential arrival in the summer mean that Barcelona is going to be selling Frenkie de Jong? And I would say, no, that is not going to make Barcelona sell Frenkie de Jong. There is no sense into that. I think that the only thing that's going to do is to push Frenkie to play as an interior midfielder. That is basically it, because Frenkie's quality cannot be denied. He is going to be continuing at Barcelona, whether many people do like it or not. Frenkie de Jong is a Barcelona player, like I have said, for many years to come. I do think though that with the arrival of Kessie in the summer of 2022, that could affect someone like Sergio Busquets, because if we talk about Busquets' game, he cannot stand past 55 minutes in a game. Like, his body simply just not capable, and you and me can agree towards this. Like, we see a good 45 to 50 minutes of Busquets in the beginning of the game, but after that he goes into a complete train wreck and he finds it very hard to press the opposition. He leaves so much space behind him, and I think that is where Kessie can come in and basically sub out Sergio Busquets consistently and maybe come in around the 55th minute. Because if we really pay attention to what Busquets' downfall is after like the 55 minute and what his body is just not capable to do no more, and then you look at Kessie's strengths and what he does on the field, they do complement each other. Like, Kessie's strengths do complement Busquets' downfall, and what is that? That is the pressing, right? Kessie knows how to press. He knows how to cover a lot of space. He knows how to take away the ball from the opposition. And I think that if Xavi wants to take that very big different route, a very big different step in the summer of 2022, maybe we could see Busquets maybe take that step down. Maybe we could see our central defensive midfield options being only Nico Gonzalez and Kessie. Those could be the two players occupying that position. And then when it comes to the interior positions, it could be Pedri and Gavi starting. And if Gavi or Pedri does get injured, Frenkie can switch with any of those two players. It would be a great midfield, a midfield that can be very functional, a midfield that can be very hyperactive. It's going to be something that many of us would love to see. But that's only if Busquets does take that complete step down and let Kessie and Nico Gonzalez grow into that central defensive midfield position. But Kessie would be a great signing. And then moving on towards the last player, which is going to be Azpilicueta. Again, obviously, I have said this many times. This is going to be a great signing. And when it comes to the latest on Azpilicueta, it does say here, according to Xavi Campos, that Barcelona have basically completed the signing of Azpilicueta and are in advanced talks with Frank Kessie next summer. So what a day, right? What a way for Joan Laporta to move in this window. The fact that he is able to negotiate with Azpilicueta, with Kessie, with Tagliafico, with Alvaro Morata, they are doing great business. And so when it comes to Azpilicueta specifically, right, I think that this will be a great signing, but under one very big circumstance. If Barcelona can focus on bringing in a great young right back while at the same time bringing in someone like Azpilicueta, this will be a great deal, because it would just make no sense for Barcelona to let go of someone like Serginho Dest and then bring in Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta is like 31 and 32 years old. We need someone like Mazraoui from Ajax to mix in with Azpilicueta. Can you imagine if Joan Laporta does that? Can you imagine if Joan Laporta says, we're going to be bringing in Azpilicueta and Mazraoui for free in the summer, and at the same time they might potentially sell someone like Mingueza and Serginho Dest, who were originally the right back options under Xavi Hernandez? You're only making great profits from there. And the moment you do have someone like Azpilicueta, Mazraoui, and Dani Alves occupying that right back position, it's just all about having a mix of veteran players and youth players. And the fact that Azpilicueta can come in here with his experience, that is going to be a big deal. I do think that he is more defensive than any right back Barcelona has right now. He is one of the most consistent players that brings a very consistent level in the Premier League, and he's always very determined to succeed. He is someone that many players do call him as captain, and he is going to be having no trouble building with the teammates he does find in Barcelona. He has played with Pedri, he has played with Gavi, Garcia, Ferran Torres, Ansu Fati, Jordi Alba, and many more. He understands their football. The chemistry is going to work at the Camp Nou. And so again, if we really do pay attention to these signings that Barcelona are intending to do, you can just really tell who Xavi does not count on, like Mingueza, Serginho Dest, Jordi Alba, Busquets. Things are changing, and I do believe that things are going to be changing for the better. But as of now, when it comes to Azpilicueta, Kessie, Tagliafico, I do think that this should be given the green light, and it should happen as soon as possible. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona daily news. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.